I asked you yesterday, I said, Skip, you think he's going to be as inefficient as he was Sunday? Is he going to be Saturday? Is he going to be that way on Monday night? I said, you know he's more than capable of giving you a 40-20 ball game, especially with you-know-who on the court. Big for no reason. Skip, he gave you 39 and 16. Skip, I need you to explain it. I want you to explain it to me. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, Skip, I was 7 years old, and you're trying to explain something to me. I need you to break it down in the simplest and most general terms.
Yeah.
Why the hell does Monty Williams keep putting DeAndre Ayton on Yoke with no help? Didn't he lose an NBA Finals by doing this? DeAndre Ayton, you got Giannis, man on man. So you want this man to keep doing layup after layup after float after float after layup after spin? How many times must this man do this to you? Say, hey, let's come with a double. On a night Jamal Murray was 3 of 15, gave you 10 points, and he got like 4 or 6 of those, Skip, in the fourth quarter. And you lose by 10. Look, I don't expect KD to be a 10 of 27 again. Book is Book. Book gave you 35. I expect Book to give you 35. I expect KD and Book to give you somewhere between 55 and 70 points a game. But the question is, what about the other guys? Skip, look at your bench. What your bench give you? See, if they starters, now that Chris Paul is out, you're going to deplete your bench even more, because now Payne got to go into the starting lineup. You get nothing from your bench. So your starter's going to have to do all the heavy lifting. KCP had a showing last night. He's perfect from the three-point line. You get Aaron Gordon gave you 16. Michael Porter Jr. didn't play well at all. But you got KCP gave you what he gave you, and Bruce Brown. Skip, I just love Bruce Brown's effort. He going to scrap. He going to give you everything he got. But the reason they won this game was Nikola Jokić. He's a 2-time MVP for a reason. He's going to finish runner-up to Joel Embiid this season for the MVP for a reason. He's that good. All the things that you say, he ain't got no athleticism, Skip. He can't out-jump Ernestine. He can't do anything. But all I know he can do...
By the way, Ernestine can leap.
Well, she can probably out-leap.
She can leap.
She probably can out-leap Yoke.
Yeah.
But, Skip, he just does it on a nightly basis. 17 or 30? Skip, that's the most shots he's taken all year. He's the first player with a 35-15-5 two playoff games since Yoke did it last year. Oh, that's him. Wow. 5 assists, 2 steals. What can he do?
Tell me when it's my turn. I'm waiting very patiently over here. Very patiently. Because I'm about to unleash.
Well, you better hurry up and unleash, because the sun is about to set.
Okay. The Suns have set. The Suns are done.
They ain't done. Stop doing that. You got hyperbole going now. They're not done.
I don't have any hyperbole going. This was devastating. This was deflating. Here we go again. Yet another star is lost. Lost Kawhi right on schedule. We had Giannis gone for a while. Now it's Jimmy Butler. Who am I missing?
Joel Embiid.
Joel Embiid. Everywhere I look, somebody's hurt. And now it's Chris Paul. Shannon Sharpe, there's only one reason that the Suns lost this game. It's because their maestro got hurt. Right on schedule. You said somebody would get hurt. I don't know which somebody you thought it would be, but you jinxed somebody. You voodooed somebody. It was going to be KD. It was going to be Book, and they've all had their injury histories of pulling this and hurting that.
Yes.
And Chris has missed 8 huge playoff games in his career, and now it's probably going to be 9 or 10 or 11. And all I know is they were up 3 with 4:32 to go. And what had happened right on schedule in the third quarter, Chris Paul III had heated up, just as he did against the Clippers. There were 2 huge fourth quarters against the Clippers where Chris Paul said, no, I got you. And Chris Paul can still pull up. It looks like he has to sort of labor up into his jump shot. But when he goes up into it in the fourth quarter, he makes it. He can get those little free throw line escape jumpers and little fallaways around, 16, 17, 18-foot fallaways, and he just makes them. And he shot the Clippers in the heart in 2 of the fourth quarters against the Clippers that the Suns won the game.
Right.
And last night, I believe he was scheduled, set up. He'd made 3 for 3 in the third quarter, and I'm thinking, CP got this. Because he is the quarterback. He is the maestro. He is the orchestrator. He is the one that makes them go, because he is the conduit between Book and KD. If you ask Cameron Payne to try to do it, you're lost. If you ask Book, as they say they're now going to do in Game 3 back home, when is it, Friday night? They're going maybe Book's going to play point. He tried to play some point in the fourth quarter. All he wants to do is, I'm going to dribble, I'm going to beat the trap, I'm going to dribble between two people, and then there's going to be a third guy coming at me, and I'm going to just fling it at the rim and hope it goes in. And it was hard to watch because from the moment Chris Paul left the basketball game at 4:32 left, when they were up 3, they got outscored 41-28 the rest of the way. From 3 the rest of the way, the Suns went 1 of 12. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, the home team goes 4 of 9. Well, you're just going to lose. And it was 3 free throws versus 11 of 12 free throws. So again, they were getting to the line because they were the aggressor.
Right.
And I will agree with you. I was supremely disappointed in my man, Kevin Durant, because he's as efficient a scorer as we've ever seen in the history of this game. And if you shoot 10 for 27, that's not efficient. And if you go 2 of 12 from 3, you're probably going to lose at Denver. And Book was okay at 14 of 29 and 4 of 8, but you look across the board.
Skip, going down to that free throw.
All
Skip, how you going to win with shooting 5 free throws?
You shot 5 free throws. You made all 5, but you only shot 5. And they shot 21 and they made 18. And that's pretty much
so
kind
they still
of the difference
got 13
in the game.
more points.
Okay. The three-point shooting was diabolically bad on both sides.
Yes.
It was abominably bad because it's 6 of 31, but the home team was only 7 of 27. So that's not where you lost the game.
No.
But in the fourth quarter, if I can pull out my fourth quarter box,
you lost by 13.
This is just wrong. You get blown off the floor. It's 27-14. And really, it wasn't Jokić who did the most damage. He did some damage, but the most damage was done by KCP. Once upon a time, a Los Angeles Laker. KCP shot 3 threes in the fourth quarter, and he made all 3. And it's just hard to overcome that.
And they needed every last one of them, Skip, because they needed the bucket because the Suns was making buckets. They were getting points.
They were getting points. So he makes his shots. And meanwhile, back at the ranch over here, we got Kevin Durant. He misses all 3 of his threes in the fourth quarter. Book misses all 2 of his threes. And Cameron Payne, poor Cameron Payne, gets forced into action, and he goes 0 for 4 from the floor and 0 for 3. When you're on the floor with Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, you're just going to be saying, wait a second, I think I shouldn't shoot this shot.
Just told me the man was in the starting lineup all year, and then they replaced him.
He's been pretty good, but he's not a shooter. He's a hustler.
Skip, that's 4 feet from the basket. I don't need him to be Steph Curry from there.
I'll take Kevin Durant pretty wide open from 3 to tie the game with 3:35 left, and he missed it.
You'd rather have Kevin Durant shooting a 28-footer as opposed to a guy shooting 4-footer, an NBA guy. I'm not talking some guy off the street.
And by the way, one of Kevin's 2 threes that he made was an accident. He accidentally banked it in. So we had one backboard 3 that gave him 2 out of 12.
Right.
Okay. So, I'm fine with Okogie saying, no, I'm not going to do this. We need a 3 to tie. I'm going to let somebody shoot a 3 to tie. I am totally fine with
Skip,
that.
look at when it was. Skip, I can see if you down 3 and there's 10 seconds to go. Okay, I get that maybe. But then I can make it a free throw game. But come on, Skip, you're right there. Skip, that is an NBA player. Now, last I checked, he has a Suns jersey on. They just would have some contest where, you get to play for a minute, grab somebody out the stands. He's an NBA player, and he's 4 foot from the basket.
Yeah. No, I got it. So the first time I remember Chris Paul pulling a hamstring was against my San Antonio Spurs in Game 7 out here at what was Staples Center and the first round of the playoffs. And he came back into the game and made an incredible runner-up high off the glass over Tim Duncan to win the game.
They won the bronze.
Then he struggled the next series, and you know the rest of the story. But then in 2018, they're up 3-2 on Golden State in the West Finals. Up 3-2, and he pulls his hamstring. So here we go again. Just when I thought they're going to right the ship and it's going to be 1-1 going home for Friday night, he pulls this time his groin. I don't know.
And you know how groins are.
They're terrible. and yet they're like calves or anything else. When you pull one, it usually stays pulled for a while.
Oh, yeah.
And
that thing, you ain't moving.
No, you're not moving because it makes you're just stuck.
Yeah.
You can't go sideways.
You can't even walk normal because then you try to, that thing grab. So now you shuffle it.
You have to shuffle, and you can't play NBA playoff basketball shuffling. You can't do it. I'm sorry. So to me, if he can't play, I just don't see how they can do this. I'm sorry. It was all about him. And remember, the painful irony of this was that that Kevin Durant chose to go to Phoenix. He pushed to go to Phoenix because he wanted to help Chris finally at age 38 win one ring.
Right.
And it looked positioned where they could at least make a run at it until now. And this does not look good. And Denver, obviously, they're very good, and they're playing with big chips on their shoulders because nobody's given them much respect all year. So that's what you got hit with right between the eyes. I still believe with all my heart and soul, if Chris doesn't pull his groin, Phoenix wins game 2.
Skip, the man just jumps to get the rebound.
Yep.
And he tweaks his groin.
Yeah, I don't even know what he was doing. He's kind of backing up a little bit toward the baseline, and he's like...
He was like trying to get a rebound because that was the one that KCP went over the top of him and got it and did the putback.
Yeah, he's trying to block it out and push him back out of bounds. That's not a dangerous play.
No.
That's not precarious.
But you look at Jokić. He put aside that pass first.
Yeah.
The 30 shots, the most shots he's gotten up in the regular season or postseason.
Yep. Well, I mean, in game 1, they did send a second.
Yes.
But Ayton stood him off in the first half. He had a couple times Jokić tried to just muscle him to the basket, and he couldn't. But over time, if you just give him shot after shot after shot, well, sure, he's going to make some shots, and he made a bunch of shots.
What did they tell you about the quarterbacks? Yeah. You can't give Tom Brady and Manning, these great quarterbacks, a study diet, the same coverage. We playing this coverage. Okay, this is what we do. Okay.
That's true.
Okay. You might get them for a quarter or a half, and then the next thing you know, you look up at the board. It's kind of like Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. Remember the Legion of Boom?
Yeah.
They're going to play lurk coverage. Tom knows that. They're going to play single high. They're going to drop Cam down. Okay, hey. Let's go to
but
work.
they got away with it against everybody else because they were just better. But they weren't better than that guy in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, but they got to get ain't none of them quarterbacks with Tom that they played against.
Yeah. So here's the ultimate shame. After Jamal Murray just shot them right between the eyes in game 1, he goes 3 of 15, but more important, 0 for 9?
Yes.
0 for 9 from 3, and you can't win?
You got to win that one, Skip. You got to win that game in which he scores 10 points. And he got like I said, he got 4 or 6 of those in the fourth quarter. You got to win that one, Skip. You got to come away with a win. You got to feel good about yourself.
Yeah.
At least, like, okay, look, we're going home. We split 1-1, no CP3, but we split.
Yeah. Lil Wayne texted me after game 1. He and Chris Paul are like brothers from New Orleans days, and he said there's no way Jamal Murray is going to shoot like that in game 2. And he was right, and then he was wrong because his man Chris Paul is no longer available.
And there's a great chance there is no way Jamal Murray going to shoot like he did last night in game 3.
Probably not.
But I can tell you one thing you can count on.
Probably true, yeah.
Yoke going to give you them numbers.
No, he does. He puts up steady numbers, but he doesn't scare me like the
he
guy
scares me. He scared you.
No, he doesn't. He didn't scare me in the fourth.
Oh, you like DeAndre Ayton numbers?
Yeah. What scares me now is KCP. There's always some X factor guy.
I mean, Skip, your guy
makes 4 out of 4 from 3.
I mean, he might need to shoot more. He only has 10 shots.
Who?
Ayton.
He's been making his shot. That's not the problem. No. But every game it's like 7 rebounds, and I'm like, wait, you're 7 feet tall.
No, you can't. Kevin Durant shouldn't be your leading rebounder.
Well, he is.
They tied at 8. Yeah. But DeAndre Ayton, you all around the basket, bro.
I don't know. Some guys have big motors, and some guys don't. I don't know.
Sometimes I think he wants to be there, and at other times I don't think he wants to be there.
I would agree with that.
Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Subscribe here to get the very latest from Skip and Shannon. Plus, go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.